The values of the league support individuals educating themselves and sharing their views on matters important to them, which is kind of a non-retreat retreat. The NBA isn't the first, nor it will be the last, to tiptoe around China.
No, I think this is a case, as you mentioned yourself, this is about following the money, not following your principles. And I think, we have to say, what makes America great? It's not winning, it's leadership. And I think that we failed to show leadership here. And what they've responded with that, I call it beached on a sludge bank of corporate puff statement, is something that really is a bit vacuous and lacks the intent and the meaning that it should have. What should the NBA do now? Well, this is a crisis management situation, and what they've done so far is behaved in what the wrong way is of crisis, which is kind of to deny, to delay, to deflect the situation. So they've denied it's their point of view. They've deflected it on Darryl in terms of making that statement. Really what they need to do now is respond boldly, but that's going to be very difficult because they've come out of the gate rather shy and rather shamed.
But how can they respond boldly to the U.S. audience that is upset without further upsetting the Chinese?
Well, this is going to be the dilemma, and I think this is a marketing dilemma. There are a lot of global brands out there that differentiate their message for different local markets. Can this be done here when it's on the global stage? It's very difficult to do. But marketing and advertising does play to local audiences. Is that going to work here? I don't think so. So how do they respond boldly? I agree, it's a problem. But I think at the end of the day, it's about your principles and standing by those principles.
Well, they're not going to, and I come back to it. I mean, Daryl Morey has all but apologized here. I mean, he said he wasn't. I didn't mean to offend anybody. Yeah. I was merely voicing one thought based on one interpretation of one complicated event. Well, he posted a symbol with a slogan. I've always appreciated the significant. So
I think people are just annoyed that he even started this. They're annoyed.
Well, you bet the NBA.
We're trying to be ambassadors of the game. Maybe we have our political discourse here in the U.S. because we're all citizens of the U.S., but when we go to other countries, we're here to spread the game. We're not here to spread politics. So that's what industry insiders close to team ownership, to the league office, to management types. It's like, look, you're just an employee. You're not the commissioner. You're not someone who's that much in charge. But now it seems like you're the voice of the NBA, and we're putting it in a tricky spot.
We've mentioned that the Rockets are sort of China's home team because of Yao Ming, who's now in charge of the China Basketball Association. Can they kind of wait this out, knowing that the Chinese will want to ultimately show this product to its home audience? Or do you think that this is damage that now casts a pall over the entire
Think about how
season?
Many times we come on set, we talk about some crazy thing, and then a week later, no one remembers it.
Right.
Usually here in the United States, usually on social media. But they'll remember in China.
Yeah, well, China has a long memory, and America does not. And I think that's the advantage here. The way the NBA should play this is exactly that. By next Wednesday, none of us are going to remember what we ate today, and we're not going to remember this. Potentially, that's what they have to hope on. That's going to have to be their strategy. That cannot be the strategy in China.
So you think that they can basically just kind of wait for people here to get distracted, but not
observe? Sometimes a good strategy is to observe and say nothing. Take the leaf from the Chinese. And I think that's the case for the NBA here. Well, I'm not knocking Americans, but we do have a short-term memory. We really do move on very quickly. And that's going to be to the NBA's advantage in the local market.
This wasn't the NBA speaking. This was not even the Houston Rockets speaking. This was Daryl Morey speaking.
Yeah, but now it's America speaking.
So let me thread this through here. There are hundreds of companies, of U.S. companies, doing business in China with serious exposure and relationships there, whether it's General Motors or Ford or Nike or Apple. They're silent. They have not talked about Hong Kong that I'm aware of.
This is
So where's the outcry that says, okay, we are all for our principles of supporting freedom here? Where are these other ones? They're being absolutely
silent. If you said all these things in America about American politicians, you'd get a lot of support. All the Colin Kaepernick stuff, all the anti-Trump stuff in the NBA. You can get away with a lot in America, but as soon as it becomes a Chinese thing, everyone's afraid.
Yeah, but hold on here. Also, America, we understand business. This is the country of capitalism, and we understand how markets move. So we also can have patience and flexibility when it comes to certain positions we take in those markets. We understand how important China is to our economy. We are sucking up to it in so many ways, and we can't walk away from it. This is a massive franchise worth billions of dollars. The American understands the importance of business. They understand the sensitivity. What you've just done, though, is you've basically apologized for being American. That is the problem in the statement the NBA's made. You've apologized for us.